Hey y'all. Right. I got it posted on Facebook now. Facebook. I got two cameras. One is out the window here. It shows my son's car. Needs a back bumper, but he's been driving that sucker, I know, 10 years. He says it's less, but I don't know. I think it's 10 years or close to it. And he had just seldom had problems out of it. He has to keep oil in it. It uses oil. It don't smoke, but it uses oil. I told him that's like keeping his oil changed. Just change the filter every once in a while, because he has to put oil in it all the time. And that's it's not a bad thing to do. He's been driving it for 8 to 10 years. It's been a good little car for him. Of course, it could break down just any minute. He's in my car now. You may see it pull up in the driveway after a while. And if I catch it in time, I'll pop it over there and let you see it like this. You know, I appreciate y'all joining me here on the website here at AlabamaMusicSceneTV. Hey, feel free to check out all the tabs up above me here. Feel free. You got advertisement, because I'll be going back on TV next year, so check the advertisement out and maybe send it to some of your friends or something. Go to it and then copy the link and send it to somebody you think might advertise with me. It's a good, cheap place to have TV advertisement. And I have got a following. Who don't like Alabama music, man? Music Man. We got 4 finalists in The Voice. One of them is from Fayette, Alabama, my good friend Dexter Roberts. And he could possibly win that sucker. But the other guy last night had a good showing, and so did the girl. I didn't think the younger boy had a good showing. So I think it's going to come down to those three. The guy that stepped up with the black hat, Dexter, and the girl. It's going to come down to those three. You don't know who that America's going to vote for. But what I'm saying is Alabama's always got somebody in that. Even on The Voice, the top 8 had an Alabama person in it. The top 8 in the Voice had 2 Alabama people in it. And then he was voted out last week. But Dexter, I'm eating, y'all wondering what I'm chewing on? It's these apricot seeds. It's got a vitamin that fights cancer. It's called B17. B17, right here. I'm chewing one, I've got another one in my hand. I can't do them both at the same time. And I think I'm getting used to them. Because when I first started doing it, these things is bad. It says bitter apricot seeds. It's what it says on the package. And they wasn't lying. They are bitter. So, I'm working my way up to three times a day. Right now I'm doing 2, maybe 2 times a day. So I'm working myself up. And I've got to get me some 35% food grade peroxide. And it also fights cancer. So I'm not doing chemo no more. That stuff will burn you up, people. Before I took my first treatment, I put it on that I was fixing to start taking treatment. I don't know why I'm telling y'all this now. But everybody that responded to that comment was negative. There wasn't no positive on it. People was saying, don't do it, don't do it. I had a brother that it burnt a hole in his this and that, and it'll burn you up. Everybody that posted on that was negative. It wasn't positive. I didn't have to have radiation now, but chemo and radiation, I know what they're talking about. I just took 2 treatments, and after that second treatment, it was absolutely about to kill me. I don't cry. I'm a tough old hillbilly boy, and I laid in the other room crying. That's how bad I was hurt. So I decided right then I didn't want to do that anymore. I don't want nothing that's going to change my lifestyle. You know, everybody's going to die. I'd just as soon die with a smile on my face, you know what I mean? But I don't think I'm going to die. I think I'm going to beat this thing another way. And I need to get in touch with a doctor and stuff and have them periodically test me for my CEA level, and maybe every once in a while go take another PET scan to see if it's spread or anything. I need to keep a check on that. But anyway, that's where I'm at with that. He ain't come back yet. I think he was going to Jack's too. He asked me what I wanted, and I told him I was trying to stay on a diet, not to lose weight, but, you know, to help fight this cancer. There's certain foods that, you know, you can eat that helps fight cancer. And I'm taking right now I'm taking probably 3,000 to 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C. I need to probably take more, probably between 5 and 10,000 milligrams. It's probably what I need to take a day. So that's what I've been doing with the vitamin C. When all winter, usually when you get the crud, I don't know why I'm telling you this on my music site. When you get the crud, that sucker stays with you for a month, at least a month. Me on this vitamin C, I got the crud a little bit there 1 week. In probably 3 or 4 days, it was gone. So the vitamin C is working. I'm taking a lot of vitamin C, which helps help my immune system. And of course, these apricot seeds. I'm still chewing. I've got false teeth, y'all. It's hard to chew these seeds. I need to spit this out. All the bitters have gone out of it anyway. Yeah. Ah! I can see down the road there, around the curve. So if he starts coming, I'll try to notice it and let y'all watch him pull up in the driveway. He said, know why I was telling you, he was going to Jack's. He asked me what I wanted, and I told him I was trying to stay on a diet, not to lose weight, but to help fight what I'm going through here. And he just turns and goes out the door and gets in the car and pulls out. He didn't wait for me to think a minute to see what I wanted. He just took off. And I'm hungry. If he don't bring me something, I may have to go somewhere else and eat. You know, I'm just trying to eat the foods that helps my immune system and stuff. I ain't trying to lose weight. Matter of fact, I'm keeping my same weight. And I feel good. Somebody asked me the other day, you know, I went to Jacksonville State Saturday to watch Dora Bulldogs play football. And it was sunny all day long. And I sat out there and watched them. Didn't even get sunburnt. Do you think that has something to do with vitamin C, my immune system? Because I didn't even get burnt. You know, that's pretty cool. And I feel good. You know, before I had this stuff going with me, I could walk to my mailbox, which is probably 50 yards, 40 to 50 yards. And that by the time I got back to the house, well, you can see my mailbox. You see that blue? You see that blue? Well, let me show you. See that blue garbage can way down in the road? The mailbox is across the road there. You can see it, you know, the house down there. You can kind of see it in front of the house there. But it's kind of on the right side across the road from that blue garbage can. And the time I'd walk back to the house, I seen a car, but it wasn't mine. I would have to get down like this right here because I couldn't get my breath. I was like, and now I think I could run down there and run back. So I feel good. Somebody asked me how I felt the other day, and I said, you know, I feel like I did in my 30s. Not my 40s, because 40s I wasn't feeling very well, especially my upper 40s. But 30s I felt good, and that's the way I feel right now. I'm strong, y'all. I feel good. And when I start taking this, I don't know if y'all know it or not, but you can take drops of 35% food grade, and it helps your immune system, helps you fight off cancer. And what I've got, to me, ain't that, you know, doctors may think it's something big, but to me it ain't. I've got 2 dots. If you took this pen right here and you made 2 dots on my liver, one up, one down, and right in the middle of those, there was maybe a bigger one the size of that eraser there, just a little bit bigger than the other ones. That's what I've got on my liver that they didn't get when they got the mass. So that's what I'm trying to get rid of. So it ain't very big, and I took a PET scan before, and it hadn't spread or anything. But I need to keep a check on it. And I'm eating these apricot seeds, which helps fight cancer, and I'm fixing to do some 35%. What it does is put oxygen in your system, and that's what cancer cannot live in that kind of condition when your oxygen level is up. You know, they got a thing where they take your blood out, put oxygen in it, and put it back in your body. It's the same thing as that 35% grade peroxide. You just have to be careful with it, because if you do too much, it'll make you nauseated. Not deathly, but just kind of nauseated. So that's what I've been doing. All right, check out, be sure and check out up above me right here. Check out all these, if you're watching it live, which this is Tuesday. I probably came on about 10 minutes ago, about a little bit after 1 o'clock. Oh, man, it got cloudy out there. Look at this. It got dark, didn't it? I ought to keep it right there. Then I could see my son. Yeah, I'll keep it right here. Then you can see my son in case I miss it and everything. So, you need to check out up above me right here. You need to check out all them tabs and everything. On the advertisement, you got a new TV show. I just made it and just put it on the 1st of May. So you need to check that show out. Got some really good Alabama groups on there. You need to check it out. Wait a minute, and I'll tell you who's on there. I got it right here, y'all. I think I do. That goes over there. Alright, Dexter Roberts is on The Voice right now in the Final Four. He's on the show. He was at the Summerton Frog Festival, and I taped him. So you got Dexter Roberts. You got the Revolver Band, which the Revolver Band, they're going to be playing at JT's in Roebuck this Sunday. So if you like Beatle music, the Revolver Band from the 80s, that's all they did was Beatle music. And they're very, very good at it, y'all. They will be at JT's in Roebuck this Sunday, which is what? I don't even know what today is. 21st? 13th? Let me look at my phone. There it is, 21. Okay, the 26th of May, they're going to be at JT's in Roebuck. I don't know the time. I think they start at 7 o'clock. I ain't that for sure about that. Go to Michael Weber on Facebook, and you can probably see a little folder there about that. And you can see when it does. There comes the sun back. See the sun? Da, 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 da. When my son pulled up the driveway, and say it again. There comes the sun. I gotta eat this other apricot seed. This thing is hard too. Oh, I can crunch pretty good. Ew, they are bitter. But I want that vitamin B17. And if you ain't never heard of B17, pull it up. Go to Google and pull it up. And it'll tell you all about it. All right. What else we got there, George? All right, I want you to check these tabs out. Right beside the TV tab up there, you got one that says Archive. You remember I used to have a website by the name of ALBamaMusicSceneTV.com. Well, all that was I paid for a YouTube site. And I paid for the domains, actually, what I paid for. But it was a YouTube site. Well, that YouTube site's still on there. You just can't type ALBamaMusicSceneTV.com because that domain don't work anymore. But go to the archive. It takes you to where that used to be. That's where I download all my stuff. So that's where you can find all my TV shows dating back. Even this show right here will be on it when it gets through. If you want to find this show again, just when you go to that archive, scroll all the way down to the bottom and it'll say uploads. And more than likely it'll be that first one right there. If you want to see any of my past shows dating back to, heck, 2013, it's in the archive. You got two categories. There'll be a bigger box there. It'll have an infomercial. Me and Holly will be doing the info. But right below it, there's two categories. One says AMS-TV. The other one says download taped videos. That's what it says. Hello? Let me go in here and look. It probably is 30. Did you get something to eat? Oh, over at Walmart? Okay. Alright. Got it. I had to go look at the garbage can. The ones we got was too big. I mean, it wasn't really too big, but it was too big for the garbage can. I went in there to look to see what gallon it was, where I could tell him, because he's getting some more. Forgot what I was telling you now. These things aren't bitter. Mighty Mouse. Alright, I was telling you about the archive. You got some, on the taped videos, you just got some videos that I thought was interesting and stuff. I'll tell you a little story about one closer to the bottom on that taped videos. If you scroll down, you'll see one that says jerk. I'll tell you the story on that. I was doing a benefit up in Sulligent, up there. Was it Sulligent? Yeah, Sulligent. It's for somebody. And this guy, me and this woman was taking pictures, both of us. He asked her who was she taking pictures for. She said, inquiring minds wants to know. And then he kind of looked at me and asked me who I was taking pictures for. And I said, I'm taking pictures for myself. And he started bothering me. The whole benefit, he was saying something ugly to me every single time. So I set up, the main act came on. I forget what the lady's name was. You'll see her on the video if you go down on the taped videos, go down, it'll say the jerk. So if you'll watch that video, I set my camera up, the lady's fixing to come on. This guy gets right in front of me, and he knows he's doing it because he looks back, looks back to see if he's right in front of the camera, which he was. And I said, do you mind? I'm trying to tape. And I turned the camera on right after I said that. And he said something ugly. Have you got a effing monopoly on this site right here? So I didn't say nothing to him because obviously he was drunk or something. On drugs, something was wrong with the guy. So he just wouldn't get out in front of me. So I seen the lady that put the benefit on over there. And she's got two security people right beside her, which it wasn't cops, it was just big guys. So I figure if I go over there around them, they'll make the guy quit. So I go over there. he comes over there and does the same thing. He gets right in front of me. So I turned to her and I said, he ain't gonna let me take. I figured she'd say something to him, which she never did. So since she didn't say nothing, I picked my tripod up and I start going to the car. And my car was about from here to where my mailbox is. Yeah, it was that far. And you had to step over because it was in a kind of a horse pen thing. And it had a fence about 3 to 4 foot high. Wasn't very high. It was probably 4 foot. And my car was parked on the outside of it, so I just kind of stepped over it. And I looked around, that sucker followed me to my car. And he said, come on back down here. Being real smart. And I said, well, the battery run down, which it didn't, but I said, the battery run down, that's all. And, I'm fixing to leave. He said, hell, I got a battery down here. And I said, well, I'm through. That's all I'm going to do. So I start putting my stuff in my trunk. And I had some stuff in my trunk to fight him off if he started anything. But he turned around and left. And somebody that was up there came up to me and they said, and she actually ended up being my host. Y'all remember Coo Carroll? That's who it was. Coo Carroll come over there, because that's where Coo Carroll's from, was Sergeant. And she said, is he bothering you? And I said, he's been bothering me all day. I mean, he's been really, and not just me, several other people he's been bothering. So she said, did you know he spit at you when you went into the trunk? I said, he did. She said, yeah, he spit at you. I said, oh, I'm glad I didn't see that now, because I'd have wore his butt out with a baseball bat. And he ended up getting arrested that night after I left, but I did leave. And that's how I met Coo Carroll, was through that right there. She became my host, and if she didn't live so far away, she'd still be my host, because she was into it. I mean, she loved what she's doing, and you got to love what you're doing. You got to understand it, and she still liked a little bit of understanding of what I'm trying to do and what other people tries to do to me. And she didn't understand that part, but the biggest thing was she lived too far away from me. We ended up having to meet in the middle, which was Twin, Alabama, and that was still a long way from me. I gotta spit this out. It's terrible. Alright, I'm coming back. Got me some more vitamin C too. Part of that shell still in my mouth. But that's what happened. Y'all can see that on the taped videos part. And on the other side, AMS-TV, all of my shows dating back to 2013. Now, I've had my show on since 2008, periodically on and off. But the first show was done March the 7th of '08. That was my very first show. Didn't have a clue what I was doing. I can tell you that right now. I just got sponsors up, done the show myself. I make my show. I'm the producer, I'm the editor. I am the founder of AlabamaMusicSceneTV. Because I love music and I know what musicians goes through. But that other one, I started putting it on YouTube in 2013. So all my shows dating back to 2013 is on AMS-TV. If you want to see it. If you want to see this one, let me pull this one over. If you want to see this show, just go to that same archive page and scroll all the way to the bottom where it says uploads, and this one will be on it. And what else? Right next to it says gallery. The tabs up above me here, it'll say gallery. That gallery is pictures of me and some of my hosts and some people that we've interviewed and come in contact with. It got a bunch of pictures of places and stuff we went to. It's in the gallery right there. It's cool stuff. And when you get to the bottom, it'll say see more or something like that. If you want to see some more, just and some more will pop up. Right next to it, I think, is links. Or no, talent. It's a lot of the talent that I've taped. Some of them still around. Some of them has left and went to other bands. But when I taped them, it's in the talent, and that's some of it. What else? Then right next to it is links. Links. It shows a lot of cool links that I use on here, and you can go to them and see them and everything. And right next to it is store. I ain't got none of that going yet, but I plan on when I get extra money. And I may can do that when I start doing these football fields again, but in August. Get some extra money. I'm going to get a thing where I can do screen prints. And all I need is one, maybe two screen prints. And it'll more than likely have well, you'll look on the side of me right here, on one side. I believe it's this side right here. It shows one of the shirts. And it'll say up above it there, it'll say, Alabama musicians rock. And they do. I got my Muscle Shoals hat on. That's the music capital of the world right there. Then it'll have that crazy guy playing the guitar right there in the middle. And right at the bottom of it, it'll have this web address right here. Because when you wear it out, people, wear it out somewhere, I want people to see where they'll go to my web address. So that's got to be on there. And they're going to be small shirts I may sell for $10, but the larger shirts I'm sure cost more, so they'll probably be $15. $15 ain't nothing, y'all. It's advertisement for me, so I ain't gonna overcharge you. Okay? And it'll be a cool t-shirt. I did red, me and Doug Ragsdale from Lee's Restaurant did red t-shirts one time, and we could not give them shirts away. I maybe sold 10, 15 shirts, all I sold. We got like 300. Couldn't give them away. Is that my son? No. And I was asking people why didn't they want these shirts. I said, are you not an Alabama fan? Because I thought it had something to do with Alabama being red. And they said, no, we just don't, I don't look good in red. So the color to get is gray or black. I have figured that out. Gray or black. That's the ones that sells. Red does not sell. I couldn't give them shirts away. Matter of fact, we ended up having to give them away. And it was cool. On the back, it had a little thing right here. It had Lee's Restaurant. Had my logo on it. And then it had ALBAMS-TV on it. On the back, it said, Alabama Musicians Rock. That's what it said on the back. In big letters. Couldn't give them away. Well, we ended up having to give them away because we couldn't sell them because they was red. That's about my website, y'all. And y'all here on my website, so just check everything out. Watch my TV show. Look at some of the archives, especially Halloween shows. And right before 4th of July, Independence Day. Especially those two shows. It's a gummy bear. Vitamin C. Airborne. See? Can you see it? I've got two cameras on. I can see both of them right here because this is a TV. This is a TV software, TV switcher software that I've got. I could actually, and I've done this several times, I could actually load stuff on to play, and it would play 24 hours a day if I wanted to. But I don't want to do that. I ain't got no new stuff to put on. My son's getting stuff at Walmart instead of going to Jack's. And I told him, I said, I'm wanting stuff that'll help what I've got not to lose weight. I guarantee you he gets stuff to lose weight. And I don't want to lose weight. I'm just trying to get stuff that helps fight what I've got inside of me. You know what I mean? That's kind of food I want to eat. And in canned stuff, you ain't supposed to eat canned stuff because they put stuff in that where it'll last longer. And it's not good for you. Matter of fact, it causes cancer. I hope y'all know that's probably why I've got cancer. So all that canned stuff and stuff like that, it's supposed to be organic. Even if it's organic in the can, it's still got that stuff in it. It helps it make have a longer shelf life. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. They just certain foods that helps fight this, you know. And I don't do all that. I love my sweets. And you ain't supposed to have sweets at all. Because sweets, cancer feeds off of sweets. I don't know why I got back on this. Because this is a music site. And I'm rooting for Dexter because he's Alabamian tonight. But I bet you he don't get it. I bet you he don't get it. I think it's either going to come down to the guy in the black hat because the last two outings he done really good. And the girl, John Legend's person. Now, Blake's got 3 people in this. John Legend's got 1. So I think it's going to come down to the black hat just because he had a real good... Now, he was in the bottom 3 last week and survived. So he may not have enough votes, but he's done good here the last couple of weeks. I don't know if it's enough to get him in there. It may come down to Dexter and the girl. I don't think that other boy's going to get in there. I believe it'll be either Dexter or the girl. Okay, I've said my piece. I'm still chewing on them nuts. That's the reason I couldn't chew that gummy bear up. I still got the nuts in my mouth. And they're bitter too. B17, Google it. B17. Nobody's ever heard of that vitamin. I ain't never heard of that vitamin until now. It's hot in this room, I know that. I've lived all my life with no air conditioning. I've got it in my car, and it feels mighty good, but in this old house here, just this room right here, I used to have a bed in this room, and this window right here beside me, I had an air conditioner in this, right beside the bed. Had this shut off and everything, just to air condition this one room. My bill, there he comes. He's checking the mail. Must not have been nothing in it. My bill went up from about $125 to over $400. So what I do, I took it out. All we use is fans in this house. You can't run an air conditioner in here because it's just an old mining house and it wasn't insulated or anything like that, and you can't do that. Let me go see what he got. See y'all later. Check my tabs out.